First of all, I want to make it clear this video is not from a Green Day fan. I have a lot of respect for Green Day and for Billie Joe Armstrong, but I'm not a big fan. And I just wanted to make a quick video regarding Billie Joe and his current situation. I read in the news quite recently that the band had to cancel a bunch of their shows recently due to allegedly Billie Joe's necessity to seek treatment for some sort of substance abuse. And I read the reactions of some of his fans, especially some of his Italian fans. I'm Italian, so I read the Italian news, and that's how I found out about this. But I also read the comments Italian fans made on this situation. Some of them were the no sympathy kind of comments. I call them no sympathy comments because they just say, oh, I can't believe these people who are so rich and so famous and they can't seem to keep it straight. They always end up in rehab. If only I had their money and their fame, I would, have no problem keeping it together. So, no sympathy. And some other comments were like completely at the other end of the spectrum. They were like, oh, mind your own business, yeah, Billie Joe, has appeared, as a very serious and clean rock star, especially lately, during his recent years, but, he's entitled to do whatever the hell he wants with his life. So, as long as he makes awesome music, just like he's doing and he's been doing, whatever he does in his private life shouldn't be any business of yours. And personally, I'm somewhere in the middle of the two. My point of view is that it is pointless to judge anybody for whatever poor choice they may have done in their lives, right? Without going into the field of morality, I personally consider it a poor choice to abuse any type of substance, especially when you have, family, kids, just like Billie Joe does. But that being said, I do think that when you're as famous and successful as Green Day is, as Billie Joe is, people tend to expect way too much from you. Meaning the more famous you are, the more perfect people expect you to be. So when you get caught, doing something bad, such as, taking drugs, then the judgment of both the media and the general public on you is especially harsh. And that's where my sympathy for Billie Joe comes from. Not much from the fact that, he has some substance abuse problem and he needs to recover from that, but from the fact that being as famous and as under much media pressure as he is, the situation gets worse for him because the judgment on him is so harsh. In 2012, I don't think anybody of any age needs to be reminded that drugs are bad, okay? Just like the guy from South Park says. Yeah, we all know that drugs are bad. And we all know that every rock star, every, person in the rock business knows that. They know that drugs are bad, but nevertheless they are exposed to both drugs and to drugs abuse or substance abuse, alcohol abuse, whatever. So they're at risk, and that's another reason why the judgment on Billie Harsh and on Billie Joe and whoever is living his situation should consider that. I don't mean that it should be milder because of that, but yeah, I entitled this video "Get Well, Billie Joe" because, like I said, I have a lot of respect for his music and his career, I gotta say, because not a lot of bands manage to have such a long span as a career, in rock. And yeah, even though I'm not a fan, I do hope that he recovers, and I do hope that he proves people wrong. He proves wrong those people who say, oh, these celebrities don't deserve what they have, don't deserve their success because they can't seem to keep it together, so they're bad examples for society. Well, it's always hard to practice what you preach, and I don't believe that Green Day, in the specific case, ever preached much against, taking drugs or whatever, but the moral of the story is like, if you see a positive message in somebody's music, and I do see a lot of positive messages in Green Day's music, then that's what you should treasure. And I don't see any point taking a rock star, Billie Joe or whoever else, as your role model for your everyday life, because like I said, rock stars are exposed to a lot of risks that you don't really get acquainted as much with in your everyday life if you're not a rock star or a person in that business. So yeah, get well, Billie Joe, and I'll see you guys on another video. Take care.